Welcome to the future. You may be surprised what education looks like in the year 2028 versus what it looked like in the year 2017. A lot of the changes due to then Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos. Betsy DeVos was a controversial nomination for Secretary of Education because she'd actually never stepped foot in a public school classroom prior to becoming secretary. Her children had always gone to private schools, but she felt that there was no difference in how schools were run and that she could be effective as a Secretary of Education. She also wanted to keep faith with President Donald Trump. President Trump was aghast that the United States spent more money per capita than any other country on earth and got terrible results for the education of our children. He charged Betsy DeVos with spending less money and being more effective and finding ways to bring the American educational system into line with what he wanted to spend for it. Now, in 2019, the United States Congress passed the DeVos Education Opportunity Act, or DEAL. DEAL was constructed to eliminate thousands of teachers who were expensive, close physical schools, which were expensive, and move more education online. Secretary DeVos took connectivism from a pedagogy to a learning theory in a single leap that was designed to improve education and slash school budgets all at the same time. It also created a host of new terminology. DEAL's foundation was the MOOC, or Massive Open Online Classroom. Adapted to the Department of Education, it became a FOOC, or Federal Open Online Classroom, which led, of course, to the SPOOC, the state-picked Open Online Classroom, which gave rise to a COOC, which was a collective online credit which you got for passing a course. There was also the GOOC, which is the Graduate Open Online Classroom, and it was always managed by Uranus, the Undergraduate Registration and New User System. Okay, that was easy and kind of fun. But the real question is, what does education look like in 2028? What happens over the next 10 years? And how does technology affect the educational system and process, not only in our country, but around the world? Education is a product, and we have to think practically about how the product is delivered.
In a state that prides itself on schools, tonight many districts in Kansas face a huge problem. Not enough teachers.
Teachers have been the key to access education, but technology is creating evolution in how we look at learning today.
I think we have in the past tended to think of the world as distance and non-distance. I think that polar picture is going to disappear. You now will have a complete spectrum of possibilities. You'll have the distant student. You'll have the student who lives in the neighborhood. Neighborhood meaning maybe 100 miles away from campus, and can be treated differently. And then you'll have the campus student who's a traditional resident student. The same tools, the online learning tools, will apply to all of these people.
As a product, technology provides education with a worldwide distribution opportunity that was unimaginable only 20 years ago. Education might be one answer to the problems that occur when societies clash with each other. Limiting education certainly limits perception. The bigger world community is an exciting place when you actually know something about it. Enabling students in our country or in any country to see and understand more of the world we live in benefits us all, and certainly makes the walk home from school feel a lot better.